Chef Aaron here, and today we're doing a lesson on eggs. This is a very simple lesson, very simple concept, but it's often overlooked. We're talking about boiling eggs, okay? So let's get right into it. So there's a pot of boiling water here, all right? What you're gonna do is bring that water to a boil. Obviously, it's a pot of boiling water. You're gonna take your eggs. Ideally, they're kind of out of the fridge for a couple minutes so they're not stone cold. Take however many eggs you want to cook at a time. Makes sense to do a few days worth, maybe even longer. And in they go to boiling water. Then you're going to set your timer. I would say minimum 6 minutes, okay? And then a maximum 12 minutes for hard boiled, okay? So your spectrum of doneness really is between 6 minutes and 12 minutes, okay? So when the 6 minutes or whatever you like is up, and the timer, which is about to go off, is up, you take your egg, and you will have set up a bowl of really cold water or ice water, and you get that egg into that water. If you don't want to do that, you can also just run it under the faucet under cold water in a bowl, and that works too. The idea here is that you're controlling the timing, okay? You're controlling exactly how long that egg is cooking, because you start with boiling water, and then you got it right into the cold water to stop, okay? And I know this is different than a lot of our moms or grandmothers or dads and grandfathers taught us, in that you have different ideas of letting the water sit for a certain period of time, etc., etc. This way, you really do have a lot of control, okay? So then, what I like to do just quickly, just to kind of facilitate peeling, I like to have a big surface area with a towel or paper towel. And you just kind of do a lot of cracks, right? And it's always good to keep that water handy, because a wet hand and a little bit of that water really helps to kind of get in the shell and help facilitate the peeling. And if you ever get kind of stuck, it's a good kind of idea to just dip the egg again. You see how that just kind of freed things up? And I kind of use the side of my thumb and just kind of keep on turning, right? And we got kind of lucky. That's a really nice clean one, all right? And this example that I used was a 12-minute. You'll find that the 6-minute egg, which I'm going to show you in a second, is a lot more delicate, a lot harder to peel than the 12-minute egg, okay? So I'll quickly show you the spectrum from that difference between 6 and 12. So here's the 6, and it's still kind of soft, and the idea here is that you have a really elegant yolk that's still a little runny, right? You can see how this is actually almost a little underdone the white. And this is something that you'll find. Remember, this is not an exact science, because these are eggs. Every egg is shaped a little bit differently. Even though you buy large or jumbo, whatever you buy, you're always going to have a variance, okay? So it's not an exact science here. So, you know, it's not perfect there. But see how beautiful and just kind of unctuous that yolk is? And then this is ready for so many different dishes, right? And I would say this is a better application for serving with sauces and things like that, okay? And then your medium kind of range is your 9-minute, and of course there's, you know, everything in between, which is fully cooked, but still that beautiful bright orange and kind of a nice moist yolk still. And then of course your hard boiled that we're used to for our egg salad, that is kind of more granular and dry. But if you notice that there's none of that green around the yolk, and that's the huge difference here. Because we stop that cooking in the cold water, you're not overcooking the yolk especially, okay? And the white, which can become kind of rubbery if you overcook it. So there you have it. Boiling eggs, very, very simple. But with a few simple kind of rules, you can really start to finesse and control how you're cooking these eggs, okay? So that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.